Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Y'all, let's get into this weekend watch list. Okay, we're gonna do throwback movies this time, alright? So the first one is Hush, starring Gwyneth Paltrow, Jessica Lange, and Jonathan Schaech. Alright, so Jackson, played by Jonathan, and Helen, played by Gwyneth, they are deeply in love with each other, and then he proposes and they have their wedding at his mom's estate. Everything seems fine. The mom seems sweet, but Helen starts to pick up a few red flags when it comes to the mom's dynamic with her son Jonathan. And then Helen finds out that she's expecting, but she ends up getting attacked, which makes the mom come down and check on them. But while she's there, she lets the son know that she needs to sell their estate because she can't manage it on her own anymore. So Helen thinks that it'll be a good idea if her and Jackson go down there, handle the repairs, like it'll take a year, just handle everything, and then they can sell it and make a profit off of it. So they move in with the mom. Her name is Martha, played by Jessica Lange. But everything isn't what it seems when it comes to the estate, Jackson's mama Martha, or the story behind what happened to his daddy. Okay, and you can watch this for free on Tubi. Next up, we have Unlawful Entry, and it stars Ray Liotta, Kurt Russell, and Madeline Stowe. And in this movie, Ray Liotta, he plays Officer Pete Davis, and he responds to a robbery attempt at the home of Karen and Michael Carr, played by Kurt Russell and Madeline Stowe. So Pete starts to befriend the Carrs because, he was the one who responded. They build a relationship, but his friendliness soon turns into a fatal attraction. And no matter how much Michael tries to explain, Officer Pete's erratic behaviors and his stalking tendencies, his fellow officers do not believe Michael when he say all this. But you know how they are. They gonna have each other back before they have our back. And no matter how much he tries to convince them that Pete is unhinged and they need to get a hold of him, and since they ain't doing it, he gonna try to do it. Baby, things take a turn for the worse. And I feel like Michael, he might want to have planned that out a little better. But he did what he needed to do, child. And you can watch Unlawful Entry free on Tubi, Sling, Peacock, and Plex. Okay? So next up, we have Primal Fear, starring Richard Gere, Edward Norton, Laura Linney, Alfred Woodard, and Andre Braugher, and rest in peace to him. In this movie, a beloved archbishop, he is brutally unalived, and one of the altar boys, 19-year-old Aaron Stampler, is a prime suspect in the unaliving. He is a very meek teenager. He stutters. He has really bad bouts of amnesia. And Martin Vale, played by Richard Gere, he's a very smug and cocky attorney who decides to represent Aaron pro bono because he feels like this case is a slam dunk. I don't know what y'all thinking. But as they start to dig deeper into the investigation, the key players, they ain't who everybody thought they were. And you can watch Primal Fear on Pluto. And our last movie is Lila and Eve, or Lila and Eve, starring Viola Davis and Jennifer Lopez. So I'm gonna say Lila. Lila meets Eve at a support group for moms who have lost their children at the hands of violence. And since everyone is asked to pick a mentor, Lila picks Eve. They become very close, and one night while working around the house, they discover a hitter, if you know what I mean, in Lila's son's backpack. And that sets Eve's mind into motion. She feels like they should take justice into their own hands since the police are acting like they kids don't matter. But after a few, hits on a couple of people, Lila starts to feel like they doing too much and they need to pull back. And that makes Eve very angry. And she just up and disappear. But soon the police catch up with Lila and Eve, and everything, it ain't what it seems to be. And you can watch this on Tubi, Pluto, Peacock, Roku, and Amazon for free, okay? And that's it for our weekend watch list since I'm a little behind. But don't forget that Cobra Kai, the 6th and final season, it came out on the 18th. Remember, they're going to do it in 3 parts. And all 5 parts dropped on the 18th. So if you want to go, catch up on it. Y'all get down in the comments, tell me if you've ever seen any of these movies, if you plan on watching any of them, and I'll talk to y'all later.